United we play, united we win.
Deep right field, another absolute bomb over the flag
all the time.
We are family.
Outstanding effort again.
We're busting ours to kick yours.
That's big time.
-15.
Respect all, fear none.
Oh, did he belt that one?
Intensity is not a perfume.
It was a no-doubter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
MASN All Access is brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. Play Fast Play Home Run Rich's walk-off winnings progressive game for a chance to win the growing jackpot all season long. Hi everyone, welcome into MASN All Access. Amy Jennings and Annie Claff here with you for another Maryland Lottery show. And today we're going to be recapping the Orioles' biggest games from the month of July. And Annie, some Marylanders won some big money last month. The Orioles had 2 4-homer games.
Yeah, July and June for this season was much better for the Orioles than starting 2025. They had a 766 OPS in July and just above 500. So definitely some progress on terms of the offense and just the team as a whole in July and June compared to March, April, May.
Definitely some offensive progress, and the roster may look a little different at the end of July than it did at the beginning, but I did mention those 2 4-homer games that the Orioles had, and the first of those came on July 25th when we saw homers from Westy, Tyler O'Neill, Kobe Mayo, and Alex Jackson. And I want to start by talking about Tyler O'Neill because he homered in 4 straight games in July, to end the month of July rather, good for 5 homers over his last 9 games.
Yeah, Tyler O'Neill is doing, or was in July. Obviously, we kind of knew with Tyler O'Neill that there was an injury history there, but you knew that when he was healthy, he was going to be really good, especially against left-handed pitchers. He was brought in to mash lefty pitchers. So Tyler O'Neill in the month of July, a 931 OPS, and also against lefties, albeit kind of a small sample size, but 1204 OPS against southpaws on the mound. So having Tyler O'Neill healthy is really, really great for this ball club offense. So if you can just get him to stay healthy, that's the biggest task. But he is really there to bring and to provide some thump from the right side of the plate.
A lot of power coming off of Tyler O'Neill's bat as of late, and the outfielder met with the media to talk about what's been working.
Tyler O'Neill joining us from the field. Tyler, I think the easy question would be ask how you're feeling, but how does how you're feeling translate to the success that you've had on the field?
Yeah, it's been a tough start for me overall this year, but, I'm just thankful I'm feeling healthy now. Thankful I'm in a routine and hanging out with these guys and just grinding with them. Such a fun group to be around, so let's just keep things going now.
T.O., when you say a routine, Tony Mansolino said the other day that you're finally healthy again and able to get that work in pregame. You've been working on some stuff in the cages, and now that you're healthy, you're able to get those consistent swings in pregame, and it's really starting to pay off, looks like, on the field.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, it was a tough start for me, just not being able to, execute what I was wanting to in the pregame prep, and things kind of leaked onto the field from there. So, I feel like I've been working really hard with the guys in the cages, really awesome hitting department here. We've been getting after it and putting in a lot of good work. So, I'm starting to feel, like myself in the batter's box now, balanced. Mechanics are in a better spot, so let's just keep those things going now.
Home runs speak for themselves. You've hit home runs in 3 consecutive games, but what are some of the mechanisms in your swing that you're happy with and that you've made the adjustments to get these results?
I think I'm just getting in a good position when I land. My barrel's dropping in the zone the way I want it to. There's no really crazy adjustment for me. It was just being able to work through some stuff and try and figure it out through reps. Doing a lot of early work in the last couple of weeks and, just figuring out that routine. So hopefully I found that click now.
Now, one of the other names I mentioned that homered in that first 4-homer game was Kobe Mayo. He also homered in the other Orioles 4-home run game that came on July 28th. So all of his home runs have really come as of late when he's getting this everyday playing time. How do you think that playing every day can possibly impact the young player?
Yeah, it is definitely helping with his comfortability on the plate. He's also getting a lot of reps at first base, as we know, kind of very important for him to stick at just first base instead of overcomplicate things and get reps at third. Obviously not sure what's going to hold for the future with some moves at the trade deadline, but Coby Mayo specifically is definitely getting a lot more comfortable at the plate. You mentioned those 2 home runs. He's had a $378 on base percentage in July, a $500 slugging percentage, and an $878 OPS in July. So definitely probably his best career month as an Oriole player and as a big league player. And so just Tyler O'Neill, Coby Mayo, both of them bringing some power from the right side of the plate is certainly something that the Orioles needed in the months of July and June and moving forward.
Yeah, definitely sad to see some players go at the trade deadline, but it does present a lot of opportunities for some of the youngest Orioles players. But let's hear from Coby Mayo on his recent success.
Stay on my backside a little bit longer. Not try to jump so much at the ball sometimes. I think I get into trouble when I do that. I think I'm seeing the ball a little bit better, making better swing decisions. Just a little bit of that contributes a lot.
I noticed that you're farther back in the box than last year. What does that do for you? What does that kind of allow you to do?
I didn't know that.
You're about 3 inches farther back.
Okay. I mean, I think that gives you a little bit more time. Maybe subconsciously, I feel like for some guys, you might need a little bit more, and sometimes when you're getting jammed, you might subconsciously just give yourself a little bit more space. But it's not anything that I've tried to do. Maybe it's just something subconsciously you just get into the box. Maybe you just need a little bit more space. So, but yeah, it's interesting.
Well, Coby Mayo will certainly be a big part of this roster for the rest of the 2025 season and for seasons to come. But that's going to do it for our July wrap-up of the Maryland Lottery Show. And Annie, we'll have to see who hits a lot of homers in the month of August. But that'll do it for now. For Annie Claff, I'm Amy Jennings, and MASN All Access was brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. Play fast, play home run riches, walk-off winnings, progressive game for a chance to win the growing jackpot all season long.